Yo, what is up, everybody? It's Sylvie here with a draft breakdown for GPL Season 3. I'm the coach of the Miami Sylveons for the GPL. It was an interesting draft, and I'm happy with everything I've pretty much gotten. Yeah, yeah, but things went very smoothly. There weren't as many snipes. I don't think I was sniped once. Not really anything I didn't get. I didn't get that I wanted. So we're gonna start here with the G-Max, which is G-Max Corviknight. So I needed a steel type, and I needed something pretty good, and this is right up my alley. For this gave me everything I needed: defog, a strong hitter, very good Gmax. It's also a Pokemon I really like. I've always liked Corviknight since I first saw it. I was like, this gives me a lot of options, a lot of pivots. So it's like, and then there was a meme going around about something's gonna happen later. You'll see later. Next up, I'm surprised this got to me, but we ended up taking Zeraora, uh, which has been a monster in countless drafts that it's been allowed in, at least. It's a very strong hitter, physical, it's fast, so it's another thing. It does, I'm pretty sure it does die to some things, like Earthquake, unless it's like built for defense. But Zeraora is a very powerful Pokemon. It's gotten a few things like, pretty sure it's gotten a lot of moves. Yeah. Next up, our Tried Dream mascot had to be brought in, so we ended up getting it round two. Uh, and then round one we took Zeraora. We took round two Sylveon and it ended up getting a very nice Pokemon. Sylveon's very good. As of Gen 7, it got Mystical Fire, which is a fire type move that was originally exclusive to Delphox back in Generation 6, which could lower special attack of the foe, which is really nice against things like Venusaur or things like another Sylveon. It's very powerful move. We love it. Next up, we needed a fire type and something with Ignite ability, so we picked the Doggo Arcanine with the Intimidate ability. So Arcanine does get access to the move Burnout, which, if you do not know what Burnout does, it gets rid of your typing if you're a fire type and makes you typeless. So nothing is stab, nothing is super effective, nothing resists. Everything is just neutral damage, which is pretty nice. So your opponent could hit you with a earthquake and it won't hurt as much. Normally, if you are a fire type, it will hurt. Arcanine gets access to a lot of things, such as Flare Blitz. It can close combat, it can eat speed. Arcanine can be built special and physical, but I'm probably going to build a physical. And then on top of that, yeah, the Intimidate ability I already spoke of. It's really nice for a nice switch up. You're just like, yeah, your opponent's setting up a little too much, for the Arcanine. Take him down a stage and get a little bit of stuff off them. Next up, something to cover some weaknesses. So the multicolored changing boy himself, Sylvali, capable of being almost any type, pretty sure. I don't think there's a type he can't be. He's capable of every type, and he can pretty much fit in any of your weaknesses. Like if you have a dragon weakness, he can be a fairy type. If you need a dragon type, he can be a dragon type. Like he's really versatile, and I honestly he's just another Pokemon I like. So next up, we got the Rock Boyo and the Rock Titter himself, Lycanroc. Lycanroc is very nice with the Stealth Rock and the Excel Rock move, it's a rock bullet punch, rock quick attack. So it's really nice. It's also stab. Lycanroc is also pretty good himself. He's got a nice attack stat of He's got a nice base attack of 115, which is actually solid. Can deal some real nice hits. Also gets access to things like Drill Run, hit other rock types, and maybe anything he might need to hit. Gets access to quite a bit. He gets yep. And then next on the team came down to me wanting this typing purely because I needed it. I didn't really need it, but it's also a really nice meme to explode with. The explosion god himself, clearly. Really nice back in X and Y or in Oras when you could yeah, no, Oras, yeah, Mega Glalie, and then you just click explosion and you just get an ice type you just get a ice type explosion, and you just like, yeah, your opponent's just like, bruh. I really thought it was fun. Glalie has a lot of pivot options himself. With pretty sure he gets Rapid Spin when he gets access to things like Ice Guard, which is a really nice priority ice type move. And yeah, I could be wrong. I don't know if he gets Rapid Spin this gen. Next up, we have something to set up and pivot out of. We got the Rotom Mo, which is our grass type for this season. It's also an electric type, meaning we do have a duplicate electric, which might be an issue, but we'll see whether that proves to be true or not. Rotom gets access to things like Will-O-Wisp, Volt Switch, Leaf Storm, Discharge, some really nice moves. And honestly, I think Rotom's going to be one of the best Pokemon on my team. Next up, we got the water type, and another fairy type. We got Primarina, which is a really solid pick. Really nice to set up with, and it's really nice to hit for some damage. Nice option besides Sylveon, Gets access to Ice Beam, Moonblast, Psychic, you know, all those special moves. It's a nice special attacker. Next up, we got the god of Flip Turn himself, Sea King. Another water type, but something we did have to take. We needed a mod, and was just there. And honestly, no one's gonna expect me to kill them with Flip Turns, so because they gave Sea King Flip Turn this gen, or this newest patch of Pokemon Sword and Shield for new Pokemon Home. Next up, we got the final Pokemon, which was on our team last season, Flapple. And yeah, he's back as a regular Flapple instead of a Gmax. We chose regular Flapple over Gmax Flapple because we already chose Gmax Corviknight earlier in the draft. And I feel like I didn't utilize Flapple well that last time. So I'm going to try to use it as a normal Flapple. I feel like my team is really, really solid. I do have a few duplicate typings, being electric, fairy, water. But yeah, and then I feel like my duplicate typings are fine because I do have Sylveon, which can literally switch into any typing I pretty much need it. Whether I need a ghost type, one match, a fire type, I don't know. Lycanroc is also there to set up rocks for some chip damage. And Arcanine is also there to utilize his Intimidate ability, put out some damage himself. And our team is all around solid. I think it's a lot better than last season. And I think we might be able to score a win first week, which we are fighting the Swansea, we are fighting the Swansea boys themselves, coached by the one, the only Dinistrio, who is actually the commissioner and the owner of this league. Big rivalry. I think we've played every season so far. We've always had a match somewhere. But the Sylveons are back, and we're ready to win. We're just ready to get a win. No, we've scored wins in past leagues, quite a few, but we've never made playoffs. I intend to make playoffs this season. I 100% intend to make it, and I've had a lot of help. A lot of people have helped me throughout the years. A funny story is that our GMAX, there's actually another coach, a Rabambi teacher, who the two of us were both looking at the same three GMAXs, and I thought that was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty funny that someone else was looking at the exact three Pokemon I was looking at, because I needed a Steel type, so did they, and those three Pokemon were freaking Duraludon, Corviknight, and then I forget what the third one was, but I know we were looking at three. Pretty sure. Oh yeah, Corviknight, Copperajah, and Duraludon. Then the only reason I did not pick Copperajah is because I didn't think it fit in with my team at all. I didn't pick Duraludon because I didn't think anything. I didn't think I knew how to use Duraludon correctly. I did pick Corviknight purely because it was my favorite of the three, and I did think I can utilize it pretty well this season. All of our Gmaxes are nerfed this season. We do have to put a Pokeball of some type on it. We are not allowed to item it. I feel like there are certain Gmaxes like Hatterene or anything that can learn Trick. Those are going to be those are going to be always running Trick, pretty sure. Because they're going to trick their Pokeball and snatch an item that they can use. Because their opponent could be using a Choice Scarf or a anything or a Life Orb. Like, they're going to trick their item away, so their opponent gets the Pokeball and they actually have an item, which I think is pretty smart. I did not pick Jumac Tatooine because I actually don't know how to use Hatterene correctly, and I don't like it. I'm pretty sure Gmax Flopple is still open, so I might drop Flopple later for Gmax Flopple if this Corviknight does not do very much for me. But I'm really looking forward to this season and everything. I'll see you guys week 1.